In the early 1800s, Virginia's elite lived behind grand columns and polished manors. To the public, the governor's mansion was a symbol of honor, Christian virtue, and Southern pride. But behind its locked doors, a scandal brewed so shocking that even whispers of it were enough to ruin reputations. The governor's wife was admired across Virginia society. Well-educated, soft-spoken, always impeccably dressed. Church leaders praised her piety. Women envied her status. Men bowed their heads in respect. Yet inside the mansion, her private quarters told a very different story. Unlike other households, 5 young male slaves were assigned exclusively to her wing of the house. Officially, they were personal attendants. Unofficially, their presence raised eyebrows among senior staff. They were not rotated like other slaves. They did not work the fields. They did not serve guests. They belonged only to her. Servants noticed strange rules. No one was allowed into her chambers after sunset. The slaves were forbidden from speaking to others. At night, candles burned late in her rooms, long after the rest of the mansion slept. Rumors spread quietly through Richmond's social circles. Some claimed the governor himself knew, but chose silence to protect his career. Others believed he was blind to what was happening under his own roof. The truth surfaced when one of the 5 slaves fell violently ill. A physician was summoned, but what he observed raised alarm. The man showed signs of extreme exhaustion, malnutrition, and repeated punishment. Under pressure, the physician spoke privately to a church elder. Within weeks, the story exploded. Anonymous letters circulated. Ministers whispered from pulpits without naming names. Political rivals smelled blood, though no formal charges were ever filed. Slaves were not permitted to testify. The damage was done. The governor resigned abruptly, citing family matters. The mansion was vacated. The 5 slaves were quietly sold to plantations far from Virginia, their fates erased from the record. As for the governor's wife, she disappeared from public life entirely. History books would never print her name beside the scandal. Official documents remained clean. But in Virginia, for decades afterward, society women lowered their voices whenever her story was mentioned. Because some scandals were too dangerous to record, and some truths were buried. Not because they were false, but because they were true.